We are family. Yeah, it's me to me. It's a beautiful Tuesday, y'all, and I'm so excited to be here again. It's the Akah Bants show, and whoosh, it's been a beautiful weekend, but we are going straight into it, all right? 4 days ago, there was an interview that broke the world of the football. There's a man called Dele Alli who was granted an exclusive interview to update us about his life. For those of you who don't know who Dele Alli is, well, Dele Alli is a footballer, a British citizen of Nigerian descent. Wow, yeah, a distant relative of mine. Okay, I know I'm Igbo, but there was a time that they now went to buy like tomatoes and onions. They now made, you understand, then his great grandmother now made by forefathers. Then they now also even drank water together from the same river. You understand? Anyway, Dele was an incredible talent. He had so much potential, and everybody was just sure that this guy could be the next big thing. But all of a sudden, he just began to derail. His life was just becoming to decline, and it was sharp and sudden. Well, was it sudden? Well, I mean, people saw it coming because every now and then he was always in the news, and he just got passed around from clubs to club, eventually sustaining an injury that caused a compound of woes. Well, the media didn't help. You see, you media people, remember the Lord is watching you. Well, he's back. He's still injured though, but he's much better. He has now granted an interview that he shared his traumatic events as a child. He had a traumatic childhood, and that's what he's trying to tell us. How that was very dysfunctional for him. He had a dysfunctional home. His mom was a drunk, how he was abused, and then, he was then adopted by a good family. All that, later developed and added to his use of drugs and heavy sleeping pills and reckless drinking during his time in the professional football. It was a very touching interview to watch.
6, I was molested by my mum's friend who was at the house a lot. So my mum was an alcoholic. So that happened at 6. And then I was sent to Africa to learn discipline. And then I was sent back. 7, I started smoking. 8, I started dealing drugs.
Selling drugs?
Selling drugs, yeah. An older person told me that they wouldn't stop a kid on a bike, so I'd ride around with my football. And then underneath I'd have the drugs and And so that was 8. 11, I was hung off a bridge.
By who?
A guy from the next estate, a man. And then 12, I was adopted, so. And from then, it was like, I was adopted by an amazing family, like I said.
Only for me to now come on social media and he's not touching people. So people are like, come off it, my dear, come off it. It's a lie. Is it not Dele that I knew back in the day? See, pictures were flying everywhere. They were even showing pictures of him and his father, that there was no trauma there. I was like, Nigerians, people have struck again. I don't know if it's the level of literacy that is doing like it is. People are illiterate. And I also think that, that thing where you're being oppressed, when you see another person being oppressed, you think that it's okay because I'm going through it and I'm surviving. Why can't you go through your own? Because somebody said he had a traumatic childhood, he was rough with his parents, it means he cannot take photo with his dad again? I mean, trying to define what trauma is and what is not, that's crazy. Like, this young man has just come out to say, I struggled, I had issues, and I can trace it back to some of the trauma that I went through. He's not saying that he's not taking responsibility for his actions. He's just saying that I can trace some of it back to when I was a child. And Nigerian people are here saying because he took pictures at his dad's wedding when he was young, then that means that there was no traumatic experiences. You guys, how can pictures reveal the true situation of someone's life experience, I mean, I can literally take a picture with somebody I hate, and you people will not know. I don't hate anybody, but I'm just saying, like, there are people who fake it. There are people that are like, you will now say because I took picture of this person or with this person 2 days ago, it proves that I could not have killed them next week. Like, pictures don't tell the true story of events. Maybe some of the people commenting have trauma. They are not aware of this because this Nigeria can be traumatic at times. So much so that when we are not even sensitive to other people's struggles, we go just It's just like if people share their traumatic experiences, it now turns to people on the online, especially in Nigeria, Twitter, watering it down and making it into a competition. You will not understand somebody else's trauma or accept that they're going through a trauma because you feel like you're going through worse or it's what you are going through on a regular. You will now be hearing things like, if I tell you what I'm going through, oh God, wait, nobody's competing with you. All traumas are valid. Let all of us just be healing and find our own way of dealing with it so that it does not become a generational thing. We can all become more empathic. Like, we can try as Nigerians to be more empathic. Again, I say it is just because of low quality education. That is what is wrong with us as a country. Most people aren't well educated and we need to get better at it. Like, listen, Nigerians need to become active listeners. Listen to people. Find out the heart behind what they're saying, not just what is being said, the subtext. Read in between the lines. Nigerians stress me, I'm not even going to lie. Anyways, make sure you please click on the like button if you like this video. That's all we have to say on this issue. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel. This is Akah Bants, and give us a thumbs up. Bye.